to team up Thunder Tits. No, dude, it's Thunderstorm. Not anymore. Strap yourself in, girls. You're in for a bumpy night.
No matter what they tell you, the future's up for grabs. And no matter what they sell you, is there a word for that miracle? Nobody said the road was endless. Nobody said the climb was friendless. But could we please pretend this won't end? It wasn't an uphill battle, but they didn't know, we were gonna use the roads as a ramp to take off. We could cry a lot, don't stop dancing, don't dance stop. We'll cry later, we'll cry now, you know it's heartbreak. We could dance and tease away, emancipate ourselves. We'll cry later, we'll cry now, but baby, heartbreak feels so good.
Live from the Man Event Studios for Thursday, March 27th, 2025. Live on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitch. I see you knocking me next to me. You are inside the Generation Evolution. I'm Blake.
I'm Christian.
I'm Mark.
And we're in for a fun one today. We're not doing a normal show this week. We're going to be. I will get into what we're doing in a few minutes. So first things first, we're opening up. I've been wanting to use this song for a while. And if anybody, I was listening to some random rock playlists on Monday and Tuesday while we were at work, and this song kept popping up on all the random Spotify playlists. So I'm like, well, I'm going to use this to open the show. Why the hell not?
Again.
This is Fall Out Boy. Heartbreak feels so good.
Good
Great
song.
song. Great song. Love this.
Again, one thing I want to do one of these days is cut to me, and it's going to be your voice, and I'm going to mouth over you doing the intro.
Save that for like April Fool's Day or something.
Yeah, can we do that?
I think April Fool's Day is on a Tuesday or something. We'll figure it out. All right. So this week we're going to do something a little different. I have the graphic up when we started the show. We're going to do our own March Madness brackets for WWE NXT talent.
Ooh, okay.
Wrong button. It's still the wrong button.
Damn it! Where is it?
You know, one of these days you got to figure out what button's what.
There it is. 15 size in.
So anyway, before we get into that, though, I do have something. I got a couple of things I got to plug. First of all, so
God, I am bright.
on Sunday's show, I was slightly promoting something that's going on this week, but I wasn't saying anything about it. So randomly, near the end of the show on Sunday, I hit this.
You can't help but relive the past. How I love a throwback.
And
So explaining, tomorrow on Friday is what would have been me and Sal's podcast anniversary. The 28th. Tomorrow, right, Dad? March 28th. Anniversary of the Sal show.
Yes, it is.
Tomorrow. And tomorrow would have been the 12th anniversary of the show. But obviously, since that show is no longer a show, it is now my podcast anniversary. So I decided on a pre-record last weekend to do an anniversary special, just me and Sal. So what we sat down for about 40 minutes and we did a game called Posted and Toasted. Where we looked at old tweets and Facebook posts and all the kind of stuff of people on this show, on the Person of the Blake and Sal show history. And here's a little preview of that show.
Oh, I was going to say, this actually just came up on my memories because it was March 3rd, 2021. Why is the Staples in Park Ridge, New Jersey still playing Christmas music? And I remember that day.
Where it says, to annoy you from me.
I remember I was still working the night shift, and sometimes when I left the house early, I had a lot of time to kill. There was a pizzeria right next door, so I would go to the pizzeria and have, dinner or lunch or whatever you wanted to call it before I would go into work. And then if I still had time, I would go next door to Staples and I would just walk around until I had to leave to go to work. And I walk in and I'm like, not paying attention at first. And I'm like, they're playing Christmas music. What the fuck? I promptly walked out.
How to get Uncle Sal to leave.
So that's part of that's what we're gonna hear mostly tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun show. It's about 40 minutes. It's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun last weekend doing that show. Secretly did that Saturday morning. Well, you guys had no idea. I was out here doing a show on Saturday morning last weekend.
What was
So-
was I in the room?
You were everyone was awake. No one knew I was out here recording a show. Everyone knew. The only person that knew was Mandy. She's the only one. So that's going up tomorrow. The special bonus show. Also, want to make sure everybody knows there's gonna be random bonus shows going on, especially going into it's gonna be a very, very busy April.
No,
Ah.
that's the sub series of the Blake and Sal show.
Well, what's funny about it, I joked about it at the top of the show that I felt like I was cheating on my guy with my ex during that show without you guys knowing about it. So tune in
It's the sub series of Scrubs.
and tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow at the old school time slot of 10 a.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Central time for Generation Evolution, a special edition tomorrow morning. So about 9 hours after this episode drops. So people know. All right.
Tune in next time and see if Sal says, "Fuck them kids."
Oh no, trust me, it's a fun show. I don't think I realize how much fun this show turned out to be.
Tune in next time for Sal saying "fuck Cody Rhodes."
All right, anyway, we move on. I have one more thing I have to plug. So, but the night of remember we did a show. The night of the Four Nations tournament gold medal game.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you
And,
talking to?
And let me finish.
No, I was just because you said
Let me explain. I'll explain why I'm saying it that way. And I moved our show up a half hour because I wanted to make sure I made that game. Or earlier that day, when Christian was in school, I sat down and did an interview. I did an interview about on another podcast called the Podcaster Nation. And this on yesterday on Wednesday, my episode dropped. And it was a really good show. It was actually turned out to be a good hour, and you can learn my history of podcasting in a good hour. Like we discussed everything, like literally everything from when I got the talk radio in New Jersey, all the way up to the Blake and Sal show history. My history was from Kevin Smith becoming a podcaster and everything else. And I talked about our con circuits, and I talked about being on panels, and I talked about being celebrities and all that kind of stuff. And I've got nothing but positive reviews from it. And hopefully it brings up people over here listening to this show because it got emotional at points too. I got talking about my cancer thing from last year, everything. It was really emotional show. It was a good show. So a little preview.
I didn't want to stop you from telling the story for the sake of time because I was loving it, and I know everybody else is going to too. So this is a little different layout than normal, but dude, God bless you and power to you because you are just living your best life, man. And I'm feeding off this energy you're putting out. Like I just want to cry, man. It's like this is awesome. I mean, it's like I want to tune into your show just to like listen to you laughing and having a blast.
So.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was a really good show. It's about like I said, it's about an hour or so. I'll put the link on put the link right here at the bottom over here on Spotify and all the other places. On YouTube, I can't put a link up because they make a big deal out of putting links in YouTube and stuff for some different reasons. But I will tag because the video version, as you can show the video that play. There's a full video presentation.
There's a video version?
Yes, I'll send it to you.
Wow, I actually didn't know there was a video version.
No, seriously, there is. And he did. This is why I told you.
I was trying
to. Where you go.
I wasn't even trying to do anything. I was trying to get my foot off the court.
So go take a listen to that and go watch it. I'll put a link up at the bottom and you can go watch it. And I'll send it to Christian. I don't think I sent it to him yet.
What's the name of the person that's asking the questions?
That was let me get his name correct. I may make sure I may have pronounced his name correct because I have it written down on the screen. So the whole podcast Roy Paquette. He whole podcast is about podcasters talking about podcasting and their history in podcasting. That's literally the whole podcast. And it went from a weekly show to a 3-day-a-week show. Now it's a 5-day-a-week show because so many people are on this show.
Shit.
So like it's Monday to Friday now, and I'm on the Wednesday show this week. So it's really cool.
I'd imagine Generation Evolution, a weekly show.
2 days a week. So there you go. And trust me, wait till. By the way, I haven't even told these guys yet. Sunday, this coming Sunday on our show Sunday. We'll go back to a normal show Sunday.
Mhm.
I will actually officially announce our plans for WrestleMania week
Ooh.
because it's turning out to be a jam-packed week. And I mean a jam-packed week. I already have there's one guest involved in this, and I'm working on other things. But jam-packed week happening for WrestleMania week. Announcements will come on Sunday.
But if you look at the schedules, how it is usually at WrestleMania week, there are a lot of shows that are going on.
Oh, trust me,
And
we know. We know. We know. Like I said, Sunday, we will run down the schedule because we have at least 2 guests already planned for that week. So,
Okay.
and other things. Plus, like, remember me and Christian are going to Japan in the middle of all that. So,
We're not going to Japan. Do
we're
not
going
worry.
in Chicago. We're seeing New Japan. All right. Now back to what we actually came here. So, for wondering who I'm looking for news and all this kind of stuff, obviously, as I said on Sunday's show, me and Christian, it's a slow time right now because WrestleMania is not till the middle of April, and that's completely throwing me off personally because I'm used to we're at the time of the year. Next week is WrestleMania. That's what I'm used to, and it's been like that for the entire run of podcasting. So it being 3 weeks away is really throwing me. So I'm looking for something different for us to do. By the way, it is opening day of baseball, and I decided not to wear a Brewer shirt. I'm actually wearing a Kevin Smith related movie shirt, baseball themed.
Moors.
So the Milwaukee Movers movie shirt for opening day of baseball today.
The Milwaukee Moors shirt.
Yes,
Moors.
movies. The movies pop up that was here a couple of years ago. So, but anyway,
It's the great competitors of the Brewers.
no, it was a spot. Movies is the chain restaurant in Clerks. That's what it is. And they did a chain thing. They did pop ups around the country, and they came to Milwaukee. So hype up Clerks. I think it was Clerks 3 or days celebrate movie. I don't remember. I forgot what movie it was for. But me and Uncle Kyle went to it. But anyway,
Did he ever shut up?
stop. Stop.
Ouch.
Not the show to do it on. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we are, as also, another thing about tonight, I know we're up against a lot of competition tonight because of baseball and the 316 is going on. So I fully understand that probably no one's watching us live. I fully understand.
I mean,
that.
we got one person.
And I think it's that one person on Twitch that always tunes in. But I understand.
And I think that person.
Yeah, unlike Sunday when we had a shit ton of people watching us live, I don't expect a lot of people to tune in live today because of the 316 and baseball. So I figured since it's not going to be a normal night for us audience-wise, let's have a little bit of fun and do our own March Madness brackets. But it is mainly WWE and NXT people. That's number one. Number two, how this is going to work. I put together brackets based on rankings that I found from end of last year, male and female.
Okay.
And I'll explain it as we go. The first round will be male versus male, female versus female, but that means in the second round of the bracket, we'll have male versus female matchups, which will be a hell of a lot more interesting. You know? So we will go through it, and some of them are super obvious, and some of them, but here's how it's going to work because there are 3 of us. It will pretty much, because there's 3 of us, is why I want to do it on a Thursday show. There won't be any ties because it's going to be a 2-1 or 3-0. It's not going to be a tie. So it'll be more interesting, and then we can actually eliminate people off this list. Also, for those listening and watching, there are numbers next to people's names. Ignore them. They don't mean anything. I just needed to put them in a bracket so I could line up matchups. Had nothing to do with where they were ranked. Like if you see like a 9 next to somebody, ignore the numbers. They don't mean anything. Just want to throw that out there now.
Cody Rhodes is a number 9.
I think Roman Reigns is ranked number 9. Maybe because I wanted
Oh,
a matchup.
God.
Because I wanted a matchup. I wanted a matchup, and nothing to do with anything. You know what I mean? The numbers mean
Everyone's
nothing.
going to come at you for putting
That
Roman
is
at
why
number
I'm
9.
putting it out there now. The numbers mean nothing. All right, let's get started. We'll put up a bracket, and we'll talk about it, and we'll decide who comes out of the bracket. So here we go. First off, top of the left bracket. This is how random this got. Cody Rhodes versus Tony D'Angelo. Fallon Henley versus Tiffany Stratton. It's a common knowledge that Cody obviously is advancing here, guys.
Yes.
Yes, because he's going for Tiffany on the women's side. What about you, Dad? Where are you going?
On the men's side as well. Cody and Tiffy.
Cody, Tiffany is where you're going? I'm going.
I gotta go with Tiffany.
Okay. I was going to say the same thing. So that would lead us to the next round matchup would be Cody versus Tiffany.
Did you have all these like for every possibility?
Just for the first couple of rounds, I'm gonna type out the last one because
Okay.
I ran out of things. I couldn't do any more after that.
This is a kind of good matchup, and I just don't
Surprisingly
know.
good matchup. I know. Surprisingly good match.
It's
It's
Cody.
obviously Cody, right? Like there's really
No, I think
no.
Tiffany's gonna cash in and become double champion. She's getting the purse.
The cross gender championship, is that it?
What in the WWE 2K25?
No, wasn't that didn't Sammy Guevara and Chase Conti win the mixed tag team championships in Mexico before she got pregnant?
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
That happened, right? That happened, right? So Cody's chanting, right? We're just gonna say that now.
Yes, Cody is going on.
So let's move on. This is where I mean the numbers don't mean anything. Roman Reigns versus All Legal Ladies and Paige, and on the bottom, an interesting matchup of Jordan Grace versus Bianca Belair. That one just kind of fell together that way. I did not expect
Roman
that
and
matchup.
Grace.
You're going Roman and Grace. What about you, Dad? What do you think?
I'm doing the same thing. I'm going Roman and
I
Jordan
thought
Grace.
it was more of an argument. I really thought that someone was going to pick Bianca here. I really did. Because I was actually leaning the exact same way of Roman Reigns versus Jordan Grace.
Roman Reigns.
You know what's funny? I'm going to make Dad break the tie officially because I love Jordan. So,
You know what?
see if Dad puts this off the internet or not. See what happens here.
I gotta go with Jordan.
There it is! What the fuck? There's that clip for the show. There it is.
What the fuck? Acknowledge your tribal chief. The tribal chief would kick her ass.
You know what?
Hang on. Let me respond, Christian. Let me respond. Tribal chief, fuck you.
He just said "fuck you," tribal chief. On this is playing in the background.
So that
You know,
there's our clip for the
tribal
show.
chief says, "Go fuck yourself."
There's our clip for this episode. Holy shit! Talk about controversial move.
Race.
Racist. What about anything?
Jordan's white and Roman's Samoan against the Samoans.
Jordan also has a history of fighting men and beating. She actually had the victory over Bully Ray in an actual match. Legitimately, that's how she became number. That's how she won the Claudia Shot Battle Royal.
Yes.
By beating Bully Ray in a match at the end. It was actually a really cool moment. It was a really cool thing that happened. So
Roman Reigns should win, but it's Jordan Grace.
But there you go. So we'll get back to that matchup when we get there later.
You know what?
Let's move on. Gunther versus Obafemi.
Christ.
Julia.
Oh my God. You know what?
Julia, what are you thinking, Dad? Okay, I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
Julia.
Thank you.
Dad. Or Oba.
I'm going Obafemi.
Thank God.
And Julia.
Julia
versus Oba.
She's got speed.
Julia.
Okay, well, the tie, it goes right to Julia automatically. This matchup is fucking weird. This is a weird one. By the way, my autocorrect is yelling at me for how I spelled Julia, but this is how they spelled it on everywhere I look. So I'm sure I spelled it right.
What is it correcting you to?
It's telling me to drop that extra I at the beginning.
No, that's how you spell Julia.
So, all right, moving on. Wesley versus Trick Williams. Jada Parker versus Rhea Ripley.
I can't say the joke on air.
Oh, let me actually say something here. This was actually an interesting matchup because Jada and Rhea could happen in the future.
Actually, hasn't Wes and Trick actually happened?
It has happened in NXT.
It has happened.
Jada and Trick, I want Jada versus Rhea. I really want to see. I really want to see that.
Oh, definitely.
Trick and Rhea.
I gotta go.
I'm going West Rhea. I'm going West Rhea personally.
I'm gonna go with Trick, and I'm gonna go with Rhea.
Okay.
Rhea.
Trick Williams versus Rhea Ripley.
Rhea.
You going Rhea too? All right.
Yeah, Rhea.
All right, cool. That's Rhea Ripley. I'm actually typing this up on another screen so that we can do the Elite Eight when we get there. All right, moving on. Drew McIntyre versus main event Jey Uso. Becky Lynch versus Roxanne Perez.
I think so everyone's choosing Drew McIntyre, correct?
Jey. It's actually harder than you think. It's actually a harder matchup than you think.
You mean Drew McIntyre?
Mac and cheese.
So what? Okay, I'm going to be as much as I love Jay, I am going to go Drew McIntyre just to be different.
Oh,
Dad, what do you think? Drew or Jay? Dad, what do you think? Drew or Jay?
I'm going with Jay.
Drew McIntyre.
Okay, and Becky versus Roxanne.
I gotta go with the feisty last Becky Lynch.
Who are you going for? I'm going with Perez.
Okay. Actually, that makes it more interesting because I wasn't sure what I was doing here, so I get to break the tie. See, Jay wins the men's side, right? So it was Jay versus Becky. You were right, Ryan?
Drew's going.
That was Jay.
No, you chose Drew. I chose Drew. He chose Jay.
No, I think you put Jay.
Nope.
Jay. Sorry. Okay, so Drew versus either Becky or Roxanne. I guess I'm gonna go Roxanne. Something different.
Well,
Oh,
winning.
Drew
ouch.
versus Roxanne Perez.
And we have Drew.
Ooh.
Drew.
I'm going Roxanne.
I'll break the tie and go Drew as well. But that's a tough one though because Roxanne's good. Roxanne, you haven't really seen the best out of her on main roster TV yet. So if you haven't watched NXT, you haven't seen the best of her yet.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
It's only a matter of time before she's going to be coming up.
She's been called up, but
She's been called up.
She's still feuds in NXT, but I think because of injuries. I think she's still down there. All right, moving on. We have Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins.
Who the hell's Kalani? Oh no,
Kalani Jordan versus Io Sky.
Who the hell's Kalani Jordan?
She was the first women's North American champion
her.
in NXT.
Seth and Io.
I was joking, by the way, about Kalani Jordan.
Actually, I'd like to change.
I want to finish my sentence before you. I wasn't even done talking yet. You're throwing out names already. Kalani Jordan is the person that I always joked about. Is every little black boy's first crush. I always been joking about that about Kalani Jordan because she's absolutely gorgeous, but like she's a child, so it's actually hysterical to me. Anyway, so Io versus Kalani, KO versus Seth. I'm going KO versus Io.
Same.
So that's where we end up, Dad. Look at that.
I'm going Seth. I'm going Seth and Io.
Well, the majority went with KO versus Io. And by the way, I feel like this match should have happened at like PWG or something.
So what's going to happen in this match is package power driver.
Do you go KO?
KO.
See, Io Sky has a history of destroying men in matches. And Lucha Underground, her versus Penta happened.
Yep.
So
I'm going with
Kyrie and Io, all of them. It was all of them.
It was all the Asians.
Are
they Asian?
They were all Japanese Asian. Yeah, it was a faction. Wasn't they a faction down there?
The Asians.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go with that. What did you say? Io. I'll break the tie because I can't go against KO, but that's a tough one. That's a tough match.
Package power driver.
That's a really tough one. So, all right, moving on. Let's see here. Damian Priest versus Joe Hendry.
Oh my lord.
Liv Morgan.
Stephanie Vakir.
I'm going Liv. I can't go against Jersey Girl.
I'm going Joe Hendry.
Okay.
And I'm going with Stephanie Vakir.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have Stephanie versus either Joe or Damian. We didn't have that picked officially, so
Priest. I just don't want him to win. Yes!
No, I'll pick Damian.
Yes!
It's tough though. Priest versus Bakir. Holy shit, this match.
I'm gonna go with Priest.
My dumbass just said Stephanie McMahon.
I didn't even hear you.
Stephanie
You said
Vakir.
Stephanie McMahon. What? Are you plugging her new show now?
I have to watch it still. I haven't watched it.
Someone
Okay.
please fix that AI generated picture for Jesus Christ.
I still have to watch it. Apparently, it's all right. It's not great, but it's all right.
It's
Anyway,
all right.
back to this matchup. I gotta go Stephanie Bakir.
Yeah.
Only because I know what the matchups are in the next round. So, all right.
Okay.
There you go. Bailey versus Jade
crap.
Cargill. Sammy versus Randy.
Cargill Randy.
Bailey Sammy.
I'm going Bailey Randy.
I got one. So we say Randy.
Randy versus Bailey. I'm obviously picking Bailey.
Randy.
I hear voices. Randy.
Yeah.
My friend Josh gave me that for my hospital from the hospital room last year. So
Yeah, you got to put it up there.
So Randy won that. So Randy won that officially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hear
Now he's got to
voices.
hold Bailey.
They're telling me to.
All right, so this is where things get interesting. We are down to 8.
Oh,
We're quickly
Oh boy.
down to 8.
Oh boy.
Cody Rhodes
can see the shit.
versus Jordan Grace.
Oh, flip.
Cody Rhodes.
Okay, I'm going Jordan. Dad, break the tie.
I'm gonna go with Jordan.
Ooh, upset today.
This man's
Upset.
going against the tribal chef and
the champ.
No, not the champ, and the American
QB number 1.
You say Cuban number 1?
What did you say?
QB number 1.
QB number 1.
Oh, I thought you said Cuban.
I thought you
number
said
1.
Tubi number 1. I'm like, why are we talking about Tubi?
No, I thought you said Cuban. I was like, what? What does Cuban have to do with anything? Because Cuban is also a Cuban. But then if you take Cuban and minus the Q, you get Ben.
What? Wait, what?
But then
So if you take my
No.
33%,
I hear where this is going. I need Christian to explain that again because I have no idea what the fuck he just said.
I said, and I quote, Cuban is a Cuban, but Cuban. And if you take Cuban from Ben and Ben Cuban, you get Q. And if you divide it by 3/3 and 30%,
I am way too sober for that statement. Oh my lord!
what if you take my 75%?
No, I'm not done. But if you take John Cena and say that one little kid in front of him, and that kid right there, you get this.
You were on Sunday show. You missed a lot. You missed a lot on Sunday show. All right, Dad might have just flipped this off currently.
Wait, what happened?
No, I was the little girl was flipping them off.
The kid on Collision. That kid on Collision.
What happened to the kid on Collision?
Some kid on Collision from Jericho.
Yeah,
Jericho.
Yep.
The same week as the
it was the same kid taking out his anger.
No, I was a different kid, but it was really funny.
Different kid, yeah.
He changed his color. He changed his skin.
Fuck them kids.
He changed his clothes.
Fuck
them kids.
There it is. I pressed the button.
Yeah.
You know you're a kid, right? You know you're our kid, right?
Fuck them kids. I still say
Hey,
fuck
by
them
the way,
kids.
did you guys see the video of the fan with CM Punk when they were
Which
trying
video?
to take
There's
a
a lot.
selfie and the female fan pinched his ass?
No, I did not see that. That's hysterical.
Yes.
No, I did not see that. Oh my god.
Yeah, CM Punk took a little offense to that, and then after they got selfie, walked away.
No shit.
And then Cody goes to the same fan, and she tries to pull him in to do like a side kiss. He blocked it, and then he just walked off.
At least we all know that the female wrestler's not the only one getting his abuse now. At least we know that much now. All right, let's get back to this.
And if it was the other way around, that person would go to jail.
All right, let's get back to this. We have a female matchup that's a dream fucking matchup.
This is going to be a good match.
Julia versus Rhea Ripley.
Rhea.
Ooh, okay. You know what, though? That's not bad. That's actually not bad. That's not really an upset because that's a huge matchup. That's not an upset at all. That's actually a good one because people on my roster haven't seen Julia yet. Like they haven't seen her yet. So, all right, let's move on. Drew McIntyre versus Kevin Owens.
Package pile driver.
I know. Can you let me finish saying things before you start saying stuff? Because this is an audio thing too. Although you're blocking your camera, nobody can see your face. All right, so Drew McIntyre versus Kevin Owens. I already know where CJ goes. Say it officially now. Who you're
Kevin
picking.
Owens.
Thank you. Dad, who you picking?
I'm going to go with Drew.
Hello?
Drew.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Well, I'll break the tie, and I think everyone knows where I'm going with this already, and that would be one Kevin Owens.
There you
All
go.
right. Last but not least, in the Elite 8, Stephanie McKeer versus Randy Orton.
Randy Orton's been showing gender equality since God knows how long.
Okay, wait a
Interesting
minute.
way of looking at it. Okay.
RKO.
I have a question.
Yeah.
My question is,
Go ahead.
can he punt women?
He has before.
Yes.
He has before. Ask
Okay.
ask Stephanie. McMahon back to that. Back to Stephanie McMahon earlier.
I'm going to have
That's
to
why.
go with,
That's what. So
I'm going to have to go Randy on this one.
Yeah, ironically, I was going Stephanie because I was so. We'll go there. Okay, well that leaves us with our final four. I'm just typing into the system here. Let's go the men's. We have to ended up with the men versus women thing. It's interesting. We have Jordan Grace versus Rhea Ripley. This match is going to happen. This match is going to fucking happen, and I can't wait. I'm going Jordan.
Yeah.
Rhea. But wow, this match is going to be fucking great when it happens.
Hi. Did you?
Are you doing the I love you solo?
Yeah.
I love you. No.
Jordan Grace versus Rhea Ripley. Dad break the tie.
I gotta go with Jordan.
Motherfucker.
Jordan,
I have to go with the Juggernaut.
You're running the table here. It's completely running the table. Did not expect that. All right, she wins her side. She wins that half of the bracket. Let's go with
What is she undefeated right now?
Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. I already know where you're going with. I'm going to go to you last.
We've already had this match, and I know how everyone kind of feels. So,
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. I didn't even take it up the screen yet. Sorry. Dad, take first. You go first.
I gotta go with Randy.
I already know where the CJ is going, so I believe I already know how this is going to go, but I can't go against KO. CJ, make it official.
Kevin Owens.
All right.
You just love that damn package pile driver. That's all.
What the fuck I do?
Okay, I'm going to put this final matchup on. Don't say anything until I actually read it. I already know how this goes with you.
I already know who's winning
And
this.
I can't mute. Actually, no, you'd be interested because I love both of these people. So it's a little tougher for me now.
Fine, I can go on mute.
Let me do this. Our final matchup. I did not see this coming. I legitimately did not expect this at all. To finish off our little tournament here tonight, Jordan Grace versus Kevin Owens. Christian to save now.
Kevin Owens.
Okay. Dad, you go next.
Jordan.
Hey. See, I'm torn. I love KO. I love the man. Everyone knows this. Jordan's amazing. Jordan, I've been following way before anyone else was into her. I was into Jordan. But I actually want to see this match. You know, WWE never happened in WWE.
I swear to God, this happened on the Indies. Never did.
I don't know. Look, I can't look it up because I have too many screens going around right now.
I don't believe it has.
So it's a tough call for me personally. But if we're going based on who we like, who's in the ring, the matchup that I really want to see it, the winner of our little tournament, our little bracket, and Jordan and Kevin at the end, has to be. There really is actually, yeah. Actually, do one better. I'm going to do one better.
I'll look away.
I'm going to do one better. I'm going to hit their music. Makes life easier that way.
Yeah! Yeah!
The winner of all this turned out to be the one, the young Kevin Owens.
Yeah, the fucking package power driver. Yeah!
He has other moves too besides the package pile driver.
Steanalizer.
And the stunner, really. He does use the stunner.
KO stunner.
No, he uses it all the time. The problem is he's been using it as a finisher lately. He hasn't been using it as a finisher. He has permission from Stone Cold to use it, too.
Huh?
He has permission from Stone Cold to use it. Officially. Yes. So that is how that is it.
Great. Now I got some more clips.
Hold up. So we will actually I think we'll wrap up here. We'll get out of here early tonight. Because like I said on let me just finish. We haven't been doing the question stuff because I want to just do the show. We'll get out of here. We'll get back to our week and all of our normal format next week. I know this guy's Anthony. He wants to get back to the video game because he's on spring break.
After I take a shower.
After he takes a shower because he hasn't showered in a week. For this spring break.
Okay.
It's spring break. I can say that. I'm allowed. So
the assault coming at me right now is very intently.
Whatever that means. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Okay. Would you like a pepper to go with your assault?
We're gonna close this out with off this new Rascal Flatts album. This is Rascal Flatts and Kelly Clarkson. We can do no wrong in any music genre. This is I'm Holding On. New single.
No, I'm moving on.
I'm moving on. Sorry. I'm moving on. The newest single off their upcoming album. They're trying to get the album cover up here, and I did not the right section. I have it on my screen. I just went to the wrong button. Their new album coming up soon. Life of the Highway Refueled Duets.
Life is a highway.
Which is coming out on June 6th.
By the way, your piano just moved.
Huh? What piano?
Your piano just moved.
I didn't pay attention to that. So, all right, we'll close out with this song. First of all, Christian, why don't you play your stuff?
Hello. Go subscribe to the villain Zane Riley, please. Great channel. I just streamed before I got on here. It was very fun and the most chaotic match you will ever see. It was the dumbest shit you ever see.
Fair enough.
So go watch. I'm gonna be streaming after I'm out of the shower and ow, mother!
What did you just do? What did you just do? Go straight. Go watch his streams.
Watch my stream. I just hit my funny bone. It wasn't funny on this. What is this?
Oh, I don't know what that is. You're too close. Why?
It
Anyway,
insulted me.
so I would say so to Dad, but I know we're having run sheet issues. I don't even know if he has run sheet up to get all the information.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go for
Ready?
it. Then go for it.
All right. Hey, like the show and comment on YouTube and Spotify, and follow the show on all platform shows at Generation Evolution 00. And you can also scan the QR code for more information.
So, all right. All right. Next week. Okay, well, I'm just going to be honest with everybody. The shows have been weird the last couple of weeks because of spring break and our podcast that's on last week, and things have been a little abnormal. So next we're going to get back to normal. Sunday, me and Christian will be here because we are literally getting into what's going to be one of the busiest months of the year, not just for our podcast, but for the wrestling business. April is going to be busy. Between an AEW show, we're going to New Japan. We have WrestleMania week coming up, and all the stuff that goes around it, like Dad mentioned earlier. I don't think Christian's even aware. Dad, me and Christian and John are going to be doing the WrestleMania weekend show. When we go through all the WrestleMania weekend shows, you've experienced that show. Christian has never experienced that show before, so we're going to be doing that in a couple weeks. Like I said, more information on Sunday about our WrestleMania week plans. I don't know what Christian's doing in the window right now. Dad, do you want to say anything else before we get out of here? Because I never let you actually get your spiel.
Hey, if you guys happen to go to any professional wrestling matches, whether they're independent, whether they're local, please enjoy the show and enjoy it as best you can without causing distress to other people. Be nice.
His name and he appears.
Okay. Let's finish it.
Okay.
Stop for a second. Let him finish. Song's running out.
So, hey, all I'm saying is be nice to one another. We only got one world. This is it. So, hey, do what's right. That's all I'm saying. We love you guys.
Hey, Jesus.
All right. That being said, we'll be back next week. Things will get back to normal on this show and all the format. You've been inside the Generation Evolution. I'm Blake.
I'm Christian.
I'm Mark.
Say your name, Dad.
Thank you. And
have a good day, everybody.
bye.
I love you, Zoro.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.